Sahajanand Swami Maharaj Ni Jai. Vachnamrut number 32. One of my most favorite Vachnamruts. A Vachnamrut in which God asks us, seekers, thought-provoking questions. The first question that he asks is, when I made human beings, I empowered them with various senses through which one can experience life. Non-seekers or materialistic souls use these senses for appropriate and inappropriate materialistic consumption through which they find pleasures, which they mistaken as happiness, and get so addicted that they have to compulsively consume things continuously every day, every now and then, for them to feel satiated. But they don't feel satiated because it's pleasure. Pleasure never satiates, and they keep going on consuming things through their eyes, through their ears, through their skin, through their tongue. All the time they need something or the other to keep them engaged. As seekers, he is asking us, are you all also compulsively addicted to spiritual consumptions? Are your eyes also craving the darshan of God, the murti of God, as much as a non-seeker seeks binging on series or binging on TV or the digital world or the phone or the iPad? Are you all as addicted to me as they are to their objects of happiness? Materialistic souls are addicted to continuously listening to something or the other that inspires them or motivates them or attracts them or tempts them. Are you, as seekers, compulsively addicted to listening to satsang, kirtans, bhajans, vachnamrats, Bhagavad Gitas, Bible, Quran, whatever it may be? But do your ears crave for these spiritual consumptions? Do your hands crave to do a mala or to touch the feet of a saint? Does your tongue crave to have prasad, a food that is energized by saints or by spiritually evolved souls or made in the temple and having that spiritual energy in it? Do you crave for it? Do you crave to experience the divine energy of God through your senses continuously, addictively? Because that's a sign that you are in love with God. If you are mechanically, superficially doing things as if these are mundane tasks, I need to do my kriyas every day, I need to do my everyday routine, I need to do my puja, I need to do so and so number of malas, so and so number of japs. Mechanically, it becomes a ritual, it becomes just an act out of compulsiveness or habit, but not intensely out of love. And that's why he's asking, do you all crave for these things? So he's asking us that જેમ વિમુખ જીવ ગ્રામ્ય પંચ વિષયમાં બંધાણા છે ને તે વિષય વિના પળ માત્ર ચાલતું નથી, તેમ તમે ભગવાનની કથા વાર્તા રૂપ જે શ્રવણાદિક તે રૂપી જે વિષય તેમાં દ્રઢપણે બંધાઈને એના વિષયી થયા છો કે નહીં? Just like how these materialistic souls are totally attached and bondaged to their sources of consumption, are you, as spiritual seekers, completely bondaged and attached to your sources of happiness or not? Your spiritual energy is continuously being fed to your soul or it's haywire? That's question number one. question number 2 is even more beautiful. He says that when a bird, a pakshi, જેમ પક્ષી ચારો કરીને પોતાના માળામાં આવે છે તેમ તમે સર્વે ભગવાનની કથા કીર્તનાદિક રૂપી ચારો કરીને પાછા ભગવાનના સ્વરૂપ રૂપી માળામાં વિરામ કરો છો કે બીજે જ્યાં ત્યાં વિરામ કરો છો. These spiritual consumptions, he says, is like a bird wandering in search of food all day long. But at the end of the day, the bird wants to gather food and come and rest in the nest, feed its babies in the nest, relax in the nest. He also gives an example that how we humans, we go to different parts of this world to earn a living for our work, but at the end, we come back home after finishing that work. Even when we go for vacations, we love exploring places, we love seeing new destinations, but eventually we feel relaxed when we come back home. So he's asking us that when you wander through these senses to gather spiritual energy, to gather spiritual consumption, that is like wandering for food. And you must wander, he says. In fact, he says you must be addicted to that wandering. But after that hustling, after that wandering, do you come back home? What is this home? Do you come back to your soul? Do you come back to the Murti of God? Do you come back to Him and say, this is home for me? ભગવાનના સ્વરૂપ રૂપી માળામાં વિરામ કરો છો કે બીજે જ્યાં ત્યાં વિરામ કરો છો? This question could shake a lot of us up. That after spiritual consumption, do you go and rest in the material world? Or do you come back and rest in God and in your own soul? Do you then become restless or satiated? Okay, today I have done a lot of things on the spiritual path and now I can afford to do a few materialistic things. Is that what our attitude is? Because most of the times we seekers want best of both worlds. We want the pleasures of this world also, and we also seek true happiness. And this is very contradicting. It won't happen. After all the spiritual consumptions, we need to just get still, meditate, and be happy in that stillness. That stillness within is the soul energy, and that soul energy has abundance of happiness in it. But it is still happiness, not restless happiness. If we meditate upon the idol of God, we will feel that same still happiness. So he's asking us, do you come back to me or your own soul? Or do you go here and there? અને વળી ધણિયાતું ઢોર હોય તે સીમમાં ચરીને સાંજે પોતાને ખીલે આવે અને હરાયું ઢોર હોય તે ખીલે આવે નહીં અને જેનું તેનું ખેતર ખાઈને જ્યાં ત્યાં બેસી રહે પછી કોઈ કેને ધોકો મૂકે કાં વાઘ મારે કાં વાઘ આવે તો તેને મારે તેમ તમે તે ધણિયાતા ઢોરની પેઠે પોતાને ખીલે આવો છો કે હરાયા ઢોરની પેઠે કોઈનું ખેતર ખાઈને જ્યાં ત્યાં બેસીને વિરામ કરો છો. A wild animal does not have any home, does not have any shed to come back to. So the life of a wild animal is go here and there, wander anywhere for food and rest wherever you get a place. And when he rests there, some animal either kills him, hunts him, or some owner of that farm hits him. There is a lot of suffering when you go here and there and everywhere. So do you have a home, a shed like a domestic animal? And if you do, then he is urging us, consume spiritual stuff and come back home and reside in that bliss. That's what this Vachnamrut is about. Sahajanand Swami Maharaj Ni Jai.